But that pussy style is how's that going to work on Granary? Because this is obviously a really stalematey map. One of probably the most sort of defensive map in the map pool that we've got. Or TF2, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a big soldier map, and definitely a map that often revolves around uber stalemates. And like, if you're seeing there that the Bull got half the number of assists as Merlin, like, or like, more of the uber exchanges went in favor of TLR. This is probably going to be more of the same, you'd expect, on Granary, unless Awsomniac have some secret technology here, or they're going to change something up a little bit. Like Calho and Nox, people might say, oh, they might win an MGE match against Tech and TMAC, but they're definitely doing enough in this Sixes game to keep them contained. Calho is pretty prolific with that black box. He's been using it for the last couple of TLR fixtures, and I think he's quite annoying to play against. He can definitely keep the French scouts contained in the flank if he wants to. Like, quite often the way you play with the black box is just to sort of spam rockets from range and wait for your moment to push in. You're not, whereas TMAC is the guy who goes straight in all the time and just tries to put out as much damage as possible. I'm not saying Calho's never going to bomb in with the black box, but it sort of changes your style fundamentally.
Well, he's been playing
Granary,
a lot of cleanup, I think. Would you agree? Sorry.
Yeah, that's sort of the way he plays. He doesn't really initiate, or he doesn't have that extra rocket to initiate the fight like T-Mac might, but he would be there later in the engagement. Sorry, Sunny Black has messaged me again, and he says he doesn't even know what the fucking question is. Is he not on the stream? They have to actually type it out to this guy.
It's just not
you remind the people what the question is before this map starts.
Some people are just so, like, just bad. But, okay, right, guys, the question is, how much damage will Flippy put out as Sniper on this second map, which is, of course, Granary? And he put out, what, something like 1,350 damage as Sniper beforehand, didn't he? It was 1,351 damage as Sniper. Oh, no, 1,383 damage as Sniper on the previous map, and he played it quite a lot, so let's see how that affects everything. And it's going to be interesting. I think they're just about to go live as Merlin wishes fine young gentlemen have fun, and he wishes them the best of luck. But here we are, we're going to be going live. This is Team Fortress TV. I'm Ryushi. I'm not Admirable. This is Admirable. And we've got Ducky on camera. So, so this is thank you. This is Season 17 between Awsomniac on red and TLR on blue. Two fantastic teams and a fantastic game so far. We'll see how it's going to be going on this first middle of the second map. Admirable, take it away.
Rake has decided to go up top, and he's trading shots with the mill here. Both guys down to 40 HP, but it's a right hand side rollout from AWS. The double soldier bomb comes in. Merlin, Kyler, Nox all down as Exxon follows up with the stickies on those soldier rockets, and every one of those players there got a frag. T-Mac, Tech and Exxon. The scouts are there for the cleanup as well. The mill picks up Cal. T-Mac then goes ahead and gets raked, but Heist was the only person to actually get a frag there. He killed Check, but importantly Bull survives. He's on that medigun. He will have an Uber charge shortly. Heist is standing here putting stickies on the hubcap, doesn't realise that his death is impending as Exxon walks in and hits him with 2 pipes. No demo man here. This is pretty much a slam dunk round for AWS. I'd be surprised if they lost this one, Ryushi.
I would be surprised, and the red Uber does come out on that right hand side. It's going to be going straight in, trying to find that heavy, trying to spam him down, but he's staying alive. Calhoun's still on that 300 HP. They do pick up Merlin though, and now they're just going to cap the point. So remember guys, TF2 is an objective based gameplay. It doesn't matter if they've got a heavy if you're stood on the point and he's not.
Sunny Black's asking, what if Flippy doesn't play Sniper? Well then he does 0 damage on Sniper.
0's an answer.
Mad. It's tough, well, Sonny.
It doesn't matter because the competition is closed now, I think.
Yeah.
Like the second map.
I told Sunny Black to cut it off when the map went live, so if you're trying to answer now, it's too late. But there's a middle going on here, Ryushi. What's happening?
I don't know. I'm not on it. I'm watching Bull fail to climb up onto the onto the top. But I don't know what's happening. Oh, T-Mac going
the high skin jump goes all the way in and gets Kyler. He was looking for Merlin, but the double soldier aggression a little less effective this time. Exxon is now getting cleaned up to join both his soldiers in the spawn queue. But Bull is safely positioned here. Oh, he's catching rockets as he runs backwards through the ramp room and makes it out with his scouts. But AWS trying more of the same there, and I think TLR are not going to fall for that same thing twice.
Especially with the Master Tactician of Nox himself, and Heist, to be fair, they're both pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see what what the soldiers do next middle, to try and shake it up a little bit and make it new. I did see a sniper for a second, but it does look like they've switched off now. So at the moment, Flippy hasn't gone sniper, so there's going to be no damage and nothing to win you that mouse mat. But Awsomniac actually going to get aggressive here. They're sending both their soldiers in through that left-hand choke, and maybe they're going to find an entrance. They do back out eventually because they've noticed that Heist is trying to come in from behind them with Nox. Both teams just posturing at each other again.
Oh, look at Callow and Kyler trying to poke in on the opposite side, that right-hand side, just peeking in and forcing T-Mac back a little bit. Or it was Tech actually who's getting rebuffed now, and that distraction has forced AWS to step back from the ramp room, and that allowed TLR to come through. Now there's an Uber trade on the flank here as Tech and Nox are looking for people to kill, but it's Nox who gets the frag there, goes forward and finds Exxon, just ignoring Tech effectively, going in, getting that frag and allowing Merlin to escape at the same time, but Rake went down as well, so that trade wasn't so good. If it had just been Nox for Exxon, that's fair enough, but with Rake going down as well, makes it difficult. Merlin surfing away here on a rocket on 40 HP, and Calho on high does a little damage with Kyler to sort of hold back the red tide there, but for a second Merlin's life was flashing before his eyes, but his team were there to defend him.
Yeah, and now out of that, it's surely going to be an aggressive push forward. Heist is already in that sort of that left-hand yard, and maybe looking to push Z as they've got no one really watching that right now. It's going to be Nox. He's going to walk straight into Z. They're going to pick up Flippy as well. A Heist with some nice pipes. Going to find that, and now they're rushing into this second point. It's looking good so far, although Awsomniac maybe want to defend this. They know they've got a slight advantage, or they did have a slight advantage, but they drop Heist just through the door. And that could be really, really good. But Nox is just going to walk in. He's just going to take all this entire Uber, I think.
Close.
Yeah. Here we go. He's going to chase down Bull. Going to see what he can do. Bull on so much health. He's going to try and shotgun him down there. He does find him. Rake is going to pick up D-Mule as well on the flank. And now there's two soldiers. Now that Nox and Merlin might actually be trapped out here. They're in a lot of danger, but Rake comes in from behind. He's going to pick up Tech, and that is a huge frag. He's still behind and survives for so long, but eventually gets taken down by T-Mac.
Look at Nox and Merlin. They went upstairs there, went to Lunchbox. Now they're coming in behind for the back cap. He's got 300 health here, and Heist is moving forward but gets cleaned up. Exxon and Flippy are creating a barrier here between the respawning TLR players and their combo. Exxon is running, but Nox is going to hunt him down here on that 300 health. Actually, he's decided to let him live this time. Emperor Nox puts the thumb up there. Exxon will survive. Now he's getting chased again. He drops down below. Scout is going to clean him up. But that was a pretty interesting Uber there from Nox and co. There was a real opportunity during that for AWS to just go and try and crush the flank and ignore Nox, but they didn't take it. And Nox managing to make things work. Well, there he goes down.
Well, he gets dropped in from this Uber on the second point, but it doesn't matter because Heist's still alive. It's some good focus fire from the scouts. They're going to be taking down Flippy, but he does manage to take down Calho before he survives, and now there's a scout in from behind. They're going to be looking to try and cap this point out as much as possible. Tech's going to get pistoled down. There's going to be Demule and Exxon, the only ones left alive, but Exxon taking so much damage from Heist. In comes T-Mac, he respawns. We're going to be looking for as much frags as possible. Heist going down, just managing to pick up Exxon before he does, but now Nox is back up. He's somehow managed to make this point. They're going to jump down and land on the point, and Flippy just gets sworded in the face by Kyler for fun right at the last second there. That is going to be taken to 1-1. Such a close game.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Awsomniac want to do on this middle. What will their soldiers do? But I think I'll watch the perspective of Heist on this first middle, or this third middle, and see what his plans are. He's rolling out from the ramp room. He's going to stay on the floor actually. He's not going to go up top. He's coming in. He sees a scout and tries to pre-fire him. But no, so far his first three stickies are not doing much damage. Now immediately he sees Tech coming in. It seems like they want to focus those soldiers down. That's a priority for them. Flippy managed to kill Rake, but Nox and Heist combined to kill Tech. T-Mac onto Merlin though, went in behind. Oh, Bull has managed to survive, but the rest of his team are mostly dead. Exxon is in too deep. Can't save him. And now Bull is trying to survive onslaught of Kyler for fun. He's actually got behind him, and this is just ideal positioning here from Kyler. The medic can't escape, and it's an easy cleanup from there.
Yeah, I think Kyler actually went absolutely huge on that middle. Yeah, they lost Merlin, but I think he got, what, like 5 picks or something? Or 5 kills? I think he got everyone except from Exxon. So, it's big plays by Kyler. Just putting the team on his back there for that middle. And now they're just going to be able to push last as well. I mean, Mirlin, because Bull went down so late, should I say, Mirlin has actually got a 25% advantage here, and he might even be running crits. It's not, that's a disappointment. I was hoping he would.
I've got the delightful plug-in from Blue, so I can always see which medigun they are running, but I usually miss it anyway. Glad that you checked. Right now, it is a significant Uber advantage for TLR. They are sitting up there on the high ground. They will be pushing here from window. Heist is just holding that window room with a sticky trap on each doorway, that upper area, hoping that somebody would overextend. But look at the body language here of Awsomniac. They're all very defensive, sitting right back around their medic. Nox is going to get the Uber in here. It's 2 flashes there onto Heist actually, so this won't be the full 8 seconds, but Nox has already managed to kill Bull. They've taken out both soldiers actually. Take just down there, Eggs on the last man alive, but this looks like a fairly convincing push from TLR unless Exxon can do something absolutely ridiculous. He's trying his hardest, but
well, he gets 2. That's pretty ridiculous, and considering who's just like bouncing around the last point, that's ridiculous. That is pretty ridiculous. I lagged out for a second there, but I think I'm back now. Yeah, they are rolling out. Okay, good. I've not died, but I did notice the Flippy went sniper there, so he has started to put some damage on the board. He must have hit something. Even if it's only going to be a 50 damage body shot, he must have hit something.
It's a good one. How much do you believe in the Flippy's ability? Look at both scouts here from Awsomniac up top on their own battlements there. They actually took a lot of fire there from the TLR scouts. A little bit of tagging from Heist. T-Mac goes in and does a little bit of damage, but gets cleaned up fairly promptly. Exxon dies as well, and he would have been the ideal candidate to follow up on T-Mac's distraction, but he's been shut down. Now Nox and Kyler are down. It is a 4-on-4, but the position is quite good here from TLR, but Merlin gets launched back there by the bomb in from Tech. Bull and Demul are not combined here. The heals were better for TLR because Merlin was right in the middle of his players, and Awsomniac had sort of split up between 2 flanks there.
Yeah, like good focus fire by TLR there, and Merlin to just dodge that and take himself away from the fight. So they're actually going to try and get aggressive, but the forward hold from Awsomniac is just going to completely deny them because they got forward spawns. They got spawns faster because of the fact that they lost their players earlier. And there is going to be a no, there's not a sniper up. I swear I just saw a sniper. I'm going blind. I'm going mental. It's too much TF2. It's what it is.
I would love to see a sniper here on this stage of Granary because it's pretty unusual unless you're sniping from that where the red spawn would be, or the forward spawn. But you rarely see a sniper here to break the stalemate. Now and again you do. Flippy's the sort of badass that could, but he's decided not to. So both teams are going to feel each other out here. Double soldier spam from Awsomniac as they peek in on the left. And TLR don't even contest it, they just back off. They want Awsomniac to push, because this is one of the hardest pushes in TF2, going from 2 to 3 in Granary. In an Uber versus Uber situation. Both teams just trying to force an error here. Nox is now the guy who's trying to cross the threshold there again, a little bit beat it forward, but then realizes, catches himself on and steps back, Ryushi.
Yeah, and if he had gone out, that would have been absolutely disastrous for him, because like the focus fire, you could tell that Awsomniac were just poised to just descend on him in a hail of bullets and rockets and everything. But now maybe Exxon going to get caught out. He does actually extend so far forward, he backs out just on 41 HP, but now the Ubers are actually going to get exchanged in ramp room, and it could be pretty dangerous. I think Awsomniac had a slightly better Uber because they milked it for half a second, but it doesn't seem to matter because both teams are just going to back out. So we pretty much recycle and return.
I'm not sure. Tech's been hung out to dry here because as the Uber fade at Bull took a lot of damage.
Oh wow.
They really went in deep there, and just off that damage alone, TLR knew they were ahead and were able to push forward. Exxon went in to try and save Tech there, try and follow up on his damage, but hasn't really put much out, and Exxon himself was cleaned up pretty quickly. There's a player drop right now. Exxon maybe with a rage retry there, but he is coming back. Maybe that's trying to abuse the respawns. He will be rejoining the server, and he spawns instantly. Is that allowed, ETF2L? I don't even know.
I'm not sure if it was a disconnect or it did say client cancelled by Steam, so it may have just been a disconnect, like a timeout or something. But it'll be interesting because TLR, of course, are now pushing this last point, and Merlin actually held onto his Uber for that whole entire time, so they're going to force out Awsomniac to push into the respawn and into the Uber, of TLR. So this could be really dangerous for them, actually. They're maybe going to get a little bit baited here. The two people forward of Tech and Demule, so
Combos
it's going to be really dangerous. Oh, here we come in. It's going to be an Ubered Calho, going to try and do as much damage as possible. He's going to pick up Flippy and Tech from behind as Nox and hits come in to respawn. And now Calho's on to last. He's fighting as much as possible, but in comes Nox from behind. He's going to be looking to try and take down Ball, and he does get him. He trades his life, but it doesn't matter because now there's going to be so many players alive for TLR, and they cap that point out. That takes us to 3-1.
Yeah, you're right, man. Awsomniac had sort of really lost their awareness of the situation in the game. Sure, they had a man advantage, but that Uber advantage was ever present for TLR, and they had lost track of where the TLR combo was, and before they knew it, they were right on top of their heads. And it was pretty convincing. Onto this 5th middle with 60 minutes left on the clock, and Exxon's going to roll in from the left. He's immediately pressured by Kyler, who just W mouse once, but he actually gets disconnected from the server before he dies. Wow.
Yeah, that's not good. I'm surprised they haven't been asking for pauses, but I suppose the fact that he just immediately rejoins is pretty unfortunate. They can't really pause it because he's just immediately rejoined, and it wouldn't actually help them in any way.
Yeah,
so,
it's just like a free demo man pick.
That's not good. But TLR are going to cap this out, and they are going to take middle. There's still 16 minutes left in the game, and it is only 3-1, so it's still anyone's game. And if Awsomniac cannot lose Exxon any more times, they can definitely still win. Second map.
It's like doubly impactful in middles as well, because that's the main place where you can get momentum in this map. It's like middle and last are the sort of the places where you get rolled most often, or like you can see a wipe and you can get a few points quickly. But right now Exxon is back on the field, and it's Uber's a piece. But this is just the grind fest right here. This is where all the time is lost. This 2-3 battle, teams just trying to trade damage and find a pick. The clock's ticking down, man. You might say, oh, there's 15 minutes left, but you're 2 rounds down on the slowest map in the league. You need to start trying to make plays.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to... I still think they can definitely do it, but the Uber does actually get forced out. Ball pops it so early in that ramp room, and they're not going to find anyone with it because the blue Uber just gets immediately countered, and they just ignore the fact that Tech is in behind them and just push forward, and Rake cleans up Tech. So a good work of ignoring him. Excellent again timing out. This is not good. I'm not quite sure if they're going to be able to do anything, or if they're going to pause and get another demo man. Well, are there any other demo man? French demo man? There must be. Yeah, we have pause right now.
Go to our pause here.
So they might be looking for a Merc, or they might be looking for Excellent to just reset his internet or something. It may be due to the problems with Steam that we had earlier today.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was to do with the ESL's IEM event, the Counter-Strike Go, but anybody knows it was really that Blackout's cast of the ETF2L Premiership Highlander game between Hypander and Killswitch brought Steam to its knees.
Really?
Yeah. I think so. I believe Highlander Master Race.
Would
you don't think so? No.
Well, to be fair, we got quite a few viewers, and it was a fantastic game. It really was. Steel is a confusing map, and I did get confused in both teams quite a lot, but it was a really good game. I won't spoil it though.
I watched it, but it's good. But I missed it at the very end. I don't even know who won. Actually, that's.
Oh, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
I'm gonna take my eyes off Steam chat now, you know, some jackass will tell me. Anyway, there is a pause going on right here. We're right in the middle of an ETF2L Season 17 powered by TT Esports Premiership Week 7 fixture. We're actually giving away a mouse mat from TT Esports tonight, but it's too late to enter. But everybody is watching Flippy's damage numbers, because that is the all-important stat that our winner will be decided by.
Yeah, has this server got the... upgradable logs, the one that...
Yeah, I think it does, actually. I don't know how to use that. I've never actually seen it in action.
Well, I think you can literally just check the logs on LogsTF and it updates it. Yeah, the log at the moment is 2-1. Flippy has done 0 damage as Sniper. So... Zero damage. He has played Sniper for a minute and 10 seconds, but he has done no damage with it.
I wonder how many people voted 0. That could have been the popular vote.
I think one person did. Yeah. Someone
you've got
put
that,
9.
You've got that great mumble bug that sounds like Satan now and again. I just heard a little bit there. It's like, I don't know, it's some weird issue that's developed recently. Sometimes when people begin to speak, there's like this demonic frog sound.
Oh, lovely.
But I just enjoyed that, thanks.
Has it fixed itself, or am I still
Oh,
doing it?
it's like only for a brief second. It doesn't really mess your voice up. It's just like this bizarre sound gets played.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it on a lot of people, you know.
Yeah,
But,
so T-Mac
particularly
calling a
enjoyable right
pause after this round in chat immediately after we unpause. So I'm guessing that this round ends in about 90 seconds now. So we'll see what's going to happen, because that's still plenty of time for Awsomniac to heartbreak and push all the way back to TLR's last.
I'm gonna do a sneaky retry here to the STV, so I don't have to endure those pause bugs.
Okay, well I'll stay in. I'll suffer for my art and continue casting. But we have got Flippy up on Sniper right now, so we're gonna be seeing he does headshot high, so he does get onto the damage board, and he does do a lot of damage right there. And a huge pick as well, so that's going to really deny them. T-Mac is going to get fragged by the Uber though. So Nox is going to be pushing on. He's going to continue with this, and he's going to try and do as much as possible, but he's just going to get shut down, not really be able to find anyone. And Demul just finishes him off with the pistol. This could be Awsomniac's chance to push onto this second point. Maryland's building with a scout of Rake, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The heavy guts drop down of Kyler for Fun, drops down on top, but he's not going to be able to do anything either. And Rake gets fragged just as he tries to exit by Exxon. Hiss comes in from behind. He's not going to be able to do anything. Marilyn on 40 health. He's trying to get away as much as possible. Is he going to run into anything? He's not. He just manages to survive. Exxon almost going huge, but again he disconnects. So obviously they were they were pausing for him, and now we're okay. They've asked for the pause now. Okay, Exxon hopefully has fixed everything, I think. Yeah.
Oh, look at these scouts getting caught out. Oh, Flippy actually managed to survive. And T-Mac goes in behind, kills Kyler, and then gets cleaned up by Rake. 2 players down right now. Heist got picked up by T-Mac in that little play on the flank as well. I should mention a more important frag, but there's Nox coming in with the overcharge and destroying Bull. Gets Rake gets a frag onto Demul as well. But again, the Uber battle, this Uber game being dominated by the TLR Ubers.
Yeah, they just do so much work with it, it's ridiculous. Flippy and Tech are going to try and suicide for Marilyn, but they're not going to get anything done. And Flippy calling out Marilyn as wizard shit. doing that thing that, obviously Marilyn famous for doing that wizard shit against Nunlock, so maybe he's found a new target in Flippy. Maybe we'll see a new video on Marilyn's YouTube channel. Flippy. Oh,
I look forward to that. Marilyn, one of the greatest characters in EU TF2, maybe in global TF2. But look at T-Mac coming through the window and finding Heist. He was trying to be sneaky himself. Got out-sneaked, out-snuck. What's the past tense of sneak? I don't even know, Ryushi.
Snuck. Tis snuck. Out-snuck. Out-snucked. There we go. That sounds about right.
Out-snucked.
But it's just going to be, again, posturing. So Flippy's picked up that sniper rifle once again, and we're going to see if he's going to be able to get anything that close range. See if he's going to shoot down the hallway, and he might actually find Heist, because Heist is... No. He does manage to dodge this sniper rifle. In comes Marilyn's Uber on that right-hand side. It's going to be trying to find as much people as possible, but they're just going to back out with it, because a good milk by Awsomniac ends up with them in the right position, and now they might actually catch Marilyn out. He's dodging for so long, but he does eventually get taken out by Exxon. Flippy's going to pick up Rake as well, and Calho. So now there's a lot of players down for TLR, and they're just going to be pushed back because Heist is the only one left alive.
Kyler goes down. I was getting excited for a bad cap.
Heist is up, but he's in a dangerous position and far out. He does manage to make it back to mid right now, so if he gets anything with this sticky trap, it's going to be a scout rushing straight in on him. I think that's Flippy's hat, so Heist maybe in a bit of trouble right now. Can try and catch up with his team.
Yeah, Flippy bugged out here with the invisible player model. Thanks, Valve. Please fix that before Christmas. Right now, Bull is isolated though. He couldn't make it back into the rump room. Calho gets credit for that frag, but Nox goes forward and cleans up Flippy, who had sort of instigated that attempt at a push from AWS. Now T-Mac is getting chased on all sides. He bombs in, trying to do something there to avenge his medic, but can't get more than 100 damage onto Marilyn, who will begin to regen as they move forward here. Exxon has a sticky trap above the point in that red sign. Will they spot it? Nobody's shooting at it just yet. No. Oh, finally the scout realizes it's there. Exxon deads, but he's already been pressured by a scout from the flank as Kylo comes in from his blind side and forces him back. He's lucky to get out with his life there.
Yeah, a lot of damage onto that side as well. So now Hiss comes in from behind with the Uber, trying to put out as much damage as possible. Flippy's going to be the first to fall, and he's trying to find Bull, and he does eventually. Exxon's going to get cleaned up by Nox. Nox getting a double kill with that shotgun onto. In fact, Nox getting a 4K at the end of that. He kills stuff too fast for me to talk about it.
Stealing all the frags there from Heiss. But yeah, another good Uber. We saw a good Uber there from Tech actually just before that, but they didn't manage to break that push from 2 to 3. Didn't have any success there, and we saw Nox clean up just at the end. Less than 10 minutes left in this game, and it's a mountain to climb here for AWS. Yeah,
absolutely. Hiss is going to be the first out onto this left-hand side of middle. He's going to pick up that health pack, and Exxon really slow comparatively. Not going to be anywhere near him to put out any damage. I still can't even see him on mid. Where is he? So he finally comes out of garage just to turn up and do a lot of damage. He does actually destroy Heiss in midair with a midair sticky and huge plays, and now TLI just falls. So this late down strat absolutely working out for them. I'm assuming he just missed his rollout. It wasn't actually a strat, but it worked out for them nonetheless.
Yeah, the bomb from Calho was not very good either. Like, he tried to go in to the ramp room directly, but was immediately shut down, and saw Nox get an air shot as well. So it seemed like the TLR soldiers were catching a bit of damage, but there's a crits on the field, and Tech will find Calho. He's going to continue forward here. Rake has just walked in behind Tech, who is got total tunnel vision there. He had his blinkers on, didn't realise there was a scout right beside him, and was trying to land some magic crit air shot rockets there when he could have just shot the floor literally at his feet and got a frag.
That was... Rake just went huge just there, you know, picking up the medic and a pocket. That's not something that happens often, but so big props to him. There's going to be they're going to pick up Flippy on who was hiding as well, and T-Mac just goes down to the shit stick mini crits. So they haven't capped middle yet. I would be watching this. No, Kyler's on it right now, so they're going to be able to push forward with the 4 players that they've got at the moment. Rake poking his head out, trying to see what's happening. Nothing happening at the moment. They have no forward spawn. No forward spawn sniper. That could have been really well, but it's not going to happen at the moment. And now Red just going to have to back out again. They find themselves defending their last point once again. Give me your talk, Sunny Black again.
Merlin is standing with his back to a scout there. He's trying to heal players on the point. He does decide to Uber here. Crits is back in the field for Bull as he pops off. Tech will get one onto Heiss with the shotgun. And now a scout as well as Rake tries to move forward and hide there. Actually, I think that was T-Mac who got the frag there. But it's a pocket battle. Kylo in on the flank as Tech is fully focused on trying to put damage onto Nox. Calho with the big flank there comes in, and both soldiers combine to clean up. The scouts have just respawned for Awsomniac. They're doing their best to try and finish off these weak players. Nox is called as the target. He goes down to Flippy Scaragon. T-Mac back on the field, but the heals are still here constantly from Maryland. And even the best deathmatch in the world is going to struggle to kill off all those guys with all those heals.
Yeah, it's 6 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock now. 5-1 down. I think it's fairly impossible. They're just playing for pride right now.
Yeah.
Which they absolutely should do.
They could, if they manage to get 5 mid rolls in quick succession, they could come back. I'm not saying it's a mathematical impossibility just yet, but you'd think TLR would catch themselves on before then. Heiss is playing on the high ground, drops onto the kit. T-Mac comes in and catches an air sticky, then a scattergun shot from Kyler. There's Exxon walking forward, hitting pipes, and Demoulin's going to follow up onto that as well. But TLR have lost fewer players yet again. Bull is already looking defensive in that ramp room. He's getting pressured here by Rick. He drops down onto Tech. A little bit overeager there. Oh, the crits! They forgot about the crits. Tech is going to pop off and clean up Calho there. His black box won't save him from that, but Maryland has managed to escape, so Calho lays his life down on the line for his medic.
That's that was nice. That was really, really nice. Especially as Maryland now has 100% Uber, and they're all on middle point. They're pressuring forward. They're going to try and force this Uber out in ramp room, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Maryland refusing to hit that right click. They're just going to wait for their spawns and then maybe get a pick here, because T-Mac's going to bomb in. He just gets absolutely destroyed by Kyler for fun, and then they're just going to pop pressure straight out with this player.
Oh, Flippy's behind.
Huge advantage.
Flippy's behind. He's gone up all the way into the lunchbox. He's ready for the back cap. And TLR seem like they want to push this. They could park the bus easily, but they're going to commit here. They know they have that Uber charge and they're playing against Crits. Crits comes in for the force. It's a long distance. Crits Nox closes the distance quickly. So does Heist. They jump in, clean up. Exxon. No, Exxon kills Heist with a late crit. Sticky Bull goes down though. And the backup comes in at the same time from Flippy. Now he's been cleaned up and they're going to recap there. But for a second, AWS were pulling big moves.
Yeah, absolutely. T-Mac's still up right now. He is going to just escape with the shit stick. Oh, I say he escapes. Nox and Kyler hunt him down. That is going to be a middle point, I think, for TLR right there.
Nox is picking up the med pack here as he waits for his medic to meet up with him. Merlin and Heist are coming from spawn, so it's 4 players without heals here in the middle for TLR. And it looks like Exxon wants to make a go of it. He's gone in and he's done a little bit of damage. Oh, was that a headshot or an air shot there? Was that Flippy or Tech denying that soldier? Hard to say. It looked a bit weird on my STV. I'm not sure if it lagged out, but I think Flippy actually did some damage on Sniper, so we do have a game in our hands in terms of who's going to win that mouse mat, Ryushi.
Yeah, absolutely. He has done quite a lot. I did check the logs a couple of rounds ago, so he has done quite a lot now. And people who put their faith in him, yeah, maybe a little bit too much, but T-Mac is going to be going down. This crit is almost up for Bull. He's on 90%, but it's going to be against Mirlin's Uber. Mirlin, oh, we'll see if he drops it. It's going to be a crit rockets coming in, but that's never going to work. And the Uber just gets popped out. Mirlin's saving everyone except from Heist right at the end there. And Bull now in a pretty dangerous position. He actually manages to survive. Steamul and Fippy working together, just combining their scatterguns to just destroy everything. But Calhoun comes in from behind and does take that Bull. Big Calhoun.
Again, in that same position, he's always finding good timing to come in from the high ground. And if he hadn't had the black box, he would have had an extra rocket there. Might have made it 2 frags. But did get that all-important medic pick. Now Merlin, with the heal advantage here, is trying to bring Nox in on the Z connector. Rake from the other side. And, oh, actually, the Rake and Heist go down. And now Nox is saying, it's time to pussy out. Or is he? This guy's got balls of steel. He wants to go 2-on-6 here. Maybe it's because he's winning 5-1.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you want to look at Mumble, Admirable.
Oh, don't say anything. I hear that ding-ding sound. It means nothing.
Okay. So they're going to be pushing. They've recaptured the second point, and now with this heavy of Calho, they're going to be looking to push forward with it and see what they can do. I mean, Tech's up there. He's got 100%. Bull is on 80% crits as well. So, or is it crits? Is it Nuba? No, it's still crits. So they're going to be looking for this. Flippy's going to drop Mirlin with a huge headshot. Ha! Get destroyed, Mirlin. And it's going to be great.
Oh, look at TLR. He's setting up for a back cap here. Kyler and Rake are both going up top. It's a double scout back cap. Nobody's there. AWS have committed fully to the point. It's ×4 versus ×2, and that last cap capped so quickly. It's going to be 6-1, baby. Game over.
Oh, that huge back cap. That was so close as well. The amount of time that they had on second point was ridiculous. But some huge plays there. And it'll be interesting to see who won our competition as well, because Flippy getting that last headshot onto Mirlin there, that's going to be a lot of damage to count up, and we'll see what's happened. Shall we do that first, or shall we interview the players who have joined our Mumble?
Oh, we'll do the logs first. Let's look at Flippy's damage stat. It's less than the last one. Do you want me to break the bad news?
Yeah, so guys, it's going to be 596. So whoever got the closest to that amount of damage, which I'm going to have a look at right now, there's a 500. That's pretty close.
Sunny Black's on the case.
The 500.
Looking at the the damage stats here.
645. 645. That's what it was.
I'll wait for official confirmation. Sunny Black, you know, he's the guy with the power here. Who do you think you are, an ETF2L admin, Ryushi? Yeah, that's right. You're nobody. You're not Sunny Black. You're not Permzilla.
I'm not Permzilla's puppet. I'm not Sunny Black. So, you know.
Yeah, Tech out-damaged Nox there, but again, way behind in the kills and assists per death. Nox 30 frags that game. Again, strong with those Ubers. Merlin, twice the assists of Bull. Again, died 5 times less. Just the combo of TLR proven too strong, much better in those Uber exchanges. Look at the middles though, that's like showing a close game. It was 4 mids to TLR 3 to AWS, but the scoreline finishes 6-1. Captain Hacks mentioned to me last night that he didn't think AWS were too hot on Granary, and he's been proven right.
Yeah, it's not as close as that first game that we saw, but I mean, they still put up a pretty good defense, and they played really, really well. I think Exxon timing out like what 5 times there to his I think Romanian internet or whatever it was. That really hurt them a lot.
Hey Ryushi, it turns out you are an ETF2L admin.
What?
It turns out you are an ETF2L admin. Look, Sonny Black has confirmed it is Azrax. We'll be winning that GT Esports Paris mouse mat.
Okay,
mouse pad, sorry, get a wheel. I don't know.
You panicked me then. I thought
you got the job.
Wow. No. You were confirming that I was right.
Yeah, I've seen enough logs. You want to talk to these kids?
I guess we should. Now,